SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. Hey, it's another killer donated episode from Mr. Greg Symanski, where he asked me to rank 5 bands, and those bands are Kiss, Deep Purple, Priest, Maiden, and Dio. Alright, here we go. I got it all stacked up here. And yeah, man, it sucks that I have to put Dio at the bottom of this, because I love Dio. But Dio is at the bottom. And he asked me to, rank the bands and say what is my 2 favorite albums from each band. So, my second favorite Dio album is his second album, Last in Line. Phenomenal. I Speed at Night, Egypt, The Chains Are On, We Rock, title track, Evil Eyes. Awesome stuff, man. My number 2 favorite Dio album. And my favorite, most people's favorite, and I don't blame most people because I agree with those people, where I didn't like Mystery and a couple of Breathless was alright and Eat Your Heart was alright. Every song on here rules, and my favorite Dio song from his solo era is on here, and it's what closes the album with Shame on the Night, and I don't have to look. I'll tell you right now, the song's in order because I worship this album. Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, Gypsy, Caught in the Middle, Don't Talk to Strangers, Straight Through the Heart, Invisible, Rainbow in the Dark, and my favorite. So there you go. Dio, number 5, phenomenal band. I love them. Alright, number 4. Yeah, I'm going to upset some pickle whistlers on this, but hey, man. Sorry. I love this band though, and I put them over Dio, so all you people bitching, shut the hell up. Kiss is at my number 4 of all these bands. And my second favorite Kiss album, which fluctuates a lot, and I'm talking about only studio albums, alright? I'm not talking about the greatest Kiss album that features all 4 original members, which is Kiss Alive. But my second favorite Kiss album, it changes, but I don't know. I think it's Dress to Kill. I just love the hell out of this album. For the longest time, I liked Hotter Than Hell more than this. But when it comes to my favorite Kiss studio album, that has never changed forever. So I think that one's pretty solid to put as my favorite. But I love this album, man. Two-Timer, Love Her All I Can. Rock Bottom, one of my favorites, Come On and Love Me, Room Service, Ladies in Waiting, She, Rock and Roll All Night. I love Rock and Roll All Night. Getaway, Anything for My Baby, my second favorite. Now my favorite, and it's always been my favorite, is Rock and Roll Over. This album's just unbelievably good. I Want You, Making Love, Hard Luck Woman, my favorite Kiss ballad, Mr. Speed, Baby Driver, Calling Dr. Love, Take Me, Ladies Room, See You in Your Dreams. I love every song off this album. This album is my favorite Kiss studio album. Now, my favorite Kiss album with the Kiss logo is this, because I will put this above Rock and Roll Over. And Alive, yeah, somebody asked me, do you think Ace Frehley's song better than Alive? Why, yes I do. Alright, at number 3, Deep Purple. Now, picking a second favorite was tough. But, because I didn't want to, like a really idiotic idea while I was looking through all the albums. I said, I'm going to put this number 2, but it's so popular. So what? So what if it's so popular? I'm still going to put it as my second favorite, because my favorite's been my favorite forever. But I never really thought about, what is my second favorite Deep Purple album? Well, it's Machine Head, the popular one. Highway Star, but man, Pictures of Home, Never Before, Lazy, Space Truckin', Smoke on the Water. I think I named them all, didn't I? Maybe I'm a Leo. I love this album. I think it is their second favorite. Never thought of that before till I was picking these albums. But my favorite has always been in rock. Speed King, Child in Time, Flight of the Rat, man, Into the Fire, Hard Loving Man, Child in Time, Bloodsucker, No, Living Wreck, all killer, no filler. Amazing, amazing killer album. Deep Purple, number 3. All right, now we're down to the top 2. And now here's the deal though. This band, I would put some of these bands over this band if I didn't count the incarnation of the band. And, you know, even though I think, and it's Iron Maiden, by the way, you know, I would put a lot of Kiss albums, some Deep Purple albums, what was the other band? Dio. I would put all those out of a lot of this band's albums, but on the strength of the first 2, man, Iron Maiden. And this is my second favorite Iron Maiden. I'm talking about the Di'Anno era. The Bruce era, even though I would put like Number the Beast, the first 3, Number the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave above those bands I talked about. But everything after that, I would pick Deep Purple and Kiss and Dio over anything after Power Slave. But I'm talking about the original lineup with the great Clive Burr. And this ain't the original lineup because Adrian Smith's in it. And Paul Di'Anno. But Killers is phenomenal. It's been my favorite Maiden album, I don't know, for many, 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 many years. But that has changed. This is no longer. It's my second favorite. My favorite, a lot of people slam it. I don't like the production, including Steve Harris. I love the production on this. I think it's raw, killer, pissed off. They were on fire. This is my Maiden. Alright? Charlotte the Harlot, Prowler, Remember Tomorrow, and Phantom of the Opera are kind of tied for my favorite. Running Free, Sanctuary, Strange World, Transylvania, Iron Maiden. Perfect album. My favorite album, and my number 2. Now my favorite of all these bands is hands down Judas Priest. But I can't pick a live album, but not only is this my favorite Judas Priest album, it's my favorite live album of all time. On these CDs. But we're going with studio albums, okay? And my second favorite studio album has been my favorite, like Killers, for many, many years, but it has changed. But my favorite was Stained Class for the longest time, and it's very close to my favorite. Saints in Hell, man. Hero's End, probably the most underrated Judas Priest song. Exciter, White Heat, Red Hot, Better By You, Better Than Me, Invader, Saints in Hell, Savage, Beyond the Realms of Death. Phenomenal. But my favorite is their second album, but to me, technically, really their first one. I love Rock-a-Rolla, but this is when Judas Priest found themselves. This album has my favorite Priest song, Victim of Changes. You got Tyrant, you got Dream Deceiver, you got Deceiver, you got Ripper. Damn, you got Island of Domination, Genocide, and unfortunately Epitaph. But, hey man, still, all the songs make up for it. This is my favorite Judas Priest album, and it's my favorite band out of those 5, and I would put Judas Priest in my top 5. I'd have to think about that. But definitely one of the greatest bands ever. So, Greg Symanski, buddy, thank you so much for another killer donation of the ranking stuff. I hope you enjoyed it, my friend. And thanks, man. And if anybody out there wants to donate, please, I have a PayPal in the description below. Feel free if you'd like. But I demand you to subscribe. I'm just kidding, kinda. And ring that little notification bell. It would make your life better. It really would. I mean, just ask any subscriber on here. They all tell me the same story. I was on the verge of killing myself till I subscribed to my channel. So if you want to live, subscribe to my channel. Alright? and stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and SHMACKEMAGOB. Boom. Bang bang pizza skulls. I haven't done that in a while.